So it's been a long time since we've been
Like out.
in front of cameras and out.
Yeah.
And out. I really haven't been out.
I know.
Like I haven't done a lot.
Me either. This is I miss it though. I mean, I really always enjoyed when we came out and hit places every so often. It's you know.
It was what did we call it? What's up?
Rise and
Southern
shine.
Maryland?
Rise and shine.
Rise and shine, Southern Maryland. Well, it's kind of not rise and shine.
It's shining.
It is shining. It is hot, people.
It is really hot out here.
We are in mid-August.
Yes.
In Southern Maryland, and we are down at beautiful Spring Cove Marina.
This place
Solomon's
really
Island.
is nice. It's kind of like a hidden gem back here for sure.
It is hidden for a reason.
Yeah, yeah.
It's quiet. You can come here on a
I don't know if you
weekend.
can see, like, it's like a tropical oasis around here. They got lots of greenery, and
Right.
it's pretty nice.
Right. Well, we have the view. You guys get to look at us, but we're looking out at the water, all the boats,
It's
everything
beautiful.
else, and that's what Southern Maryland's about.
Yeah.
Right. It's Calvert County is surrounded by water.
Yeah.
It's not an island, but it's water on both sides. Patuxent River and dumps right into the bay.
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful place to come, beautiful place to live.
You know, these peninsulas, same areas, Calvert. The only one that's not in Southern Maryland is Charles, really. I guess that's like, you know.
I mean, some of that is.
Some of it is. So it's a lot of water, but
Yep.
not a peninsula like Calvert and St. Mary's.
We are blessed.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, to be here in an area like this. So we're an hour from DC. We're an hour from Annapolis. You walk out your back door pretty much anywhere, and within 10, 15 minutes you can be at the water.
You know what I tell people when they ask me like about Southern Maryland. You know what I love about Southern Maryland is we actually have 4 seasons. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're one of the few places that actually has a real spring, a real fall, a real summer.
Right.
Sometimes the summer's a little long.
Yep.
A real summer, and usually some sort of winter. You know. So
It's nice.
Yeah, it's nice. It's like one of the few places in the country where you actually have 4 real seasons.
Right. And if you want to escape, so Maryland's the only place well, it's not the only place, but you can actually wake up in the morning, be at the ocean,
Yeah.
run on the beach. That evening or late afternoon, you can be hiking in the mountains,
Amen. That's it.
with
Yeah.
bears and everything
Yeah,
else.
right.
But
and the bears are there.
And it's in the same state,
Yeah.
and you're what, 6 hours apart?
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, it's pretty nice. I mean, like in Southern Maryland particularly, you get a mix of farmland. All the things you really need are around. You know what I mean? People complain that we don't have enough of this, enough of that. And I understand it, but at the end of the day, you have everything you need here.
You do.
You know?
You do. And if you want something else, you just drive there.
Yeah.
It's not that far away.
I mean, and there's so many neat places. That's another thing I like about Maryland in general. There's so many really neat towns, right? Like there's small little towns that have really, like on the Eastern Shore particularly, there's a lot of places. Even Leonardtown and they're really neat little towns around here that I really like.
Yep. Absolutely.
And you don't get those everywhere.
Well, and it's just like the other weekend I don't know. I've stopped posting. I don't know why. It's been so busy. I've gotten away from posting, but I did do a real quick post. I was taking my wife out on a Sunday morning.
Nice.
We came here from the house, and she did water aerobics, and then we went back home.
Not goat aerobics? What's that?
It wasn't goat aerobics.
Yoga. Goat yoga. Remember
goat
that?
Yoga. Definitely wasn't goat yoga.
Not to interject, but I did see an advertisement for that. They still have goat yoga.
You're kidding.
At Running Hair.
So
we made fun of that in our previous show.
They do water aerobics here every Sunday.
Nice.
And I brought her up by boat. Now, it wasn't a day for it, but you could have easily gotten lunch, gone a couple different tiki bars, everything else on the way home. And by car, it takes me 10, 12 minutes to get here.
Yeah. By
boat was 20.
See, that's one thing I will say about this area in particular with the Patuxent River here. If I had my boat, this is where I'd want to be because there's so many places along your route that you can just stop, grab something to eat, have a cocktail, whatever. Yep. You know what I mean? It's all within an hour, 45 minutes from here. Everything, you can get to anything you want within 45 minutes.
Well, so I grew up on the Eastern Shore, and I was just telling this story a while ago to some people, but my dad came over and lived with us, told me one day, he goes, look, my class reunion is over there. It was a place called Suicide near where we grew up. It's a restaurant. he wanted to go back for his class reunion.
Okay.
And I said, great, when is it? He said, it's a Saturday for lunch. I'm like, Dad, I'm not taking you over there July
Yeah.
on a Saturday
Right.
at noon.
Right.
It would take us over 3 hours,
Yeah.
like in the traffic and everything
Yeah.
else with the bridge. So we got on the boat. I took him by boat and was there in about an hour and 40,
Nice.
something like that.
Nice.
It would, even by car with no traffic, would take me 2 hours.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I mean, you know, boats are a huge part of transportation.
Yeah, for sure.
Living here, it's part of the lifestyle. It's part of what
Yeah,
people
right.
come here for.
Right.
It's not just about going out on your picnic boat and having drinks and
I
appetizers.
mean, that's still the
still
joy
part.
of it, right? It's still part of it. It's still the
But-
joy of it.
I like treating it as a car. I don't like going anywhere on a weekend. If I can't go by boat, I don't want to go.
Nice. Good for you.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it
It's
is
just
nice.
it's more exciting.
Well, it's definitely more exciting than in your car, and unless you're observing crazy drivers in Southern Maryland. That's a whole different story, right?
Hey, go to a bar on a marina and sit there and watch
Watch
people
the
trying to
boaters.
dock their boat.
That's great.
Especially on a holiday weekend. We did that this year.
Did you?
I wish I had these cameras set up.
You got to get some clips
I
of
would
that.
never have to work again.
Yeah.
it was insane.
You got to get some clips of that.
I mean,
They'll
it
go
was-
viral.
Oh my god, it was crazy to watch that.
Yeah.
So we, generally we're getting together. We're talking about real estate. We're talking about something, the happenings and things like
Yeah.
that. I know we've talked a lot over the last couple weeks about what's going on in the market.
Yeah.
Your area, my area, real estate side versus the mortgage side and lending, and it seems like it's a very different market right now.
You know what's
It's not the normal.
I've been thinking about this long and hard too. Like, what's interesting is like the world is a different place to begin with now, right? And things are more difficult to begin with.
Yep.
And real estate is no exception. Right? Every single deal has its challenges right now,
Yeah.
and I think if you're, if another realtor's listening to this, I think they would totally agree. I can't imagine. It seems like every deal
100%.
has that challenge, and so. One of the things for us that we have to do a little differently is we have to readjust our expectations, right? Our own expectations, because when we're presenting stuff to our buyers and sellers, we have to create those, give them expectations as well. So if ours aren't realistic, we're not portraying stuff to them, and that is either. So I've been really thinking about how, the rates are not the end of the world right now. They're not great, but they're not
They're
not
lower
horrible.
than what people saw 15,
Yeah.
20 years ago.
Yeah, I agree, and that's why. So that seems to be one of the obstacles that people mentally have, I think. But the reality of it is that I don't think that's the big deal now. Inventory is just awkward and weird right now too, and you got sellers who think that the house is worth what it was before.
4 years ago,
yeah.
5 years ago.
And the reality of it is it's taking a little longer to sell, and that's fact. Days on the market is extending. It's taking longer to sell them. Prices, buyers are getting more incentives to buy.
Yeah.
And it creates challenges, but we still sell real estate.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. We're still doing what we got to do.
Right. Well, and we still do loans that are easy. People come in, they have their money, they're straightforward income, no issues. A lot of things are the properties are issues.
Yeah.
But there's always a way to get a deal done.
Yeah.
Now, granted, there's some ahead of time. We're going to tell people we need to wait, we need to help you, work on this, work on that. Then we'll be ready in 6 months, 8 months. Those are the ones that's fine. They shouldn't be out there looking right now anyway.
Right.
We need to get them prepared first. And we do that.
Yeah.
It's very seldom, if I guess the word be rare, that someone goes under contract and it completely falls apart and go, no, you just can't do a loan.
Well, right.
Unless there's something in the closet we
Right.
find during processing.
Yeah. Right.
But
You guys vet them pretty good.
it's
from
not
the
a
beginning.
straight line anymore.
No.
It is around the corner and go around a tree a couple times and come back. That's when we say difficult and different. That's what we're dealing with.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to discourage if a buyer or seller who's looking out there. I don't want them to be discouraged. I mean, there's opportunity here. I have great deals that go no problem, like you said. They're easy peasy. They're still there.
Yeah.
And then there's still challenging deals, and we just work through them. And I get a little grief sometimes for being too honest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's the truth. Like I'm going to tell you, hey, look, things are tough right now. Doesn't mean you're not going to close. I just want you to be prepared for it. I want you to mentally be prepared. Like, okay, and I say the same thing about mortgages. You'll probably be mad at me for this one, but I always say like, get your documents up front and hold on to them. They're going to ask you for them more than once, right? Like maybe 3 or 4 times they're going to ask you for the same document, okay? But have them out and have them ready. And that's that's the Boy Scout in me, is preparing for, being prepared for it.
You also, and you know this, we've talked about it. If we ask for a document and say, need all pages.
Yeah.
Don't send me 3 of 6.
Right. No, I'm with you.
No, you don't need the other 3. Yeah, we kind of do.
I remember when when the foreclosure world was really, really busy.
Yeah.
Remember that? It was like 10, 12, somewhere
pre-COVID. Yeah.
Well, I remember when we would send a contract over to the bank, or maybe more short sales. I numbered each page of that contract, one of 40,
right?
2 of 40, 3 of 40, 4 of 40, so that when the bank got it, I could say it's page 3 of. I feel like
you should have 40 pages.
You should have 40 pages, right? And I feel like we should get back to some of that sometimes.
Some of those banks you'd send stuff to, it'd go to one person.
Right.
How many hands did it trade?
That's exactly right.
Or touch before it got to the person that actually made a decision?
That's because they didn't touch it before they gave them the loans. That's the problem.
Like
they didn't ask it for it before they gave them the loans.
First person got 40
house.
pages. By the time it got to the 5th person, he's down to 10.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
It's so crazy, but by the way, I love this because we're actually, this is a great place to live. It's a great opportunity. There's still opportunities out there. Getting into a house is a little bit more challenging than it was years ago.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not impossible, and
It's
it's
not
definitely
impossible.
we do it all day long.
It's not super hard as long as you trust us.
Yeah,
we're going to lead you through it. We're going to tell you up front what we need. I mean, we should be telling you up front. Let me put it that way.
Yeah. We do.
I just had this story. We were talking about an online lender that agent sent the buyer to me going, look, I think they need some grants or down payment assistance. They're not offering it. Can you talk to them? They've already been pre-qualified up to $350. They're good to go. I'm like, okay. Got their info, ran everything. First of all, I couldn't get them to $350. I was close. I got them to $330.
Okay.
So I collect all the documents. I go through everything. If I question it, I'm asking them for it and everything else. Well, I put numbers together for them and met with them. And I said, so what are you thinking about the payment? And they're like, oh my God, I don't want to be that high.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what were you expecting?
Yeah, where were you?
And they told me, they go, well, we didn't really know. The other bank didn't tell us what the payment was. They didn't tell us what we needed to cash to close. I'm thinking, you're out looking at houses.
And you have
They're
no
ready
idea
to write you a letter, and you have no idea what you're doing.
Yeah. I think that falls. There's a little bit of an ethics thing there too. I think it's an obligation. You have an obligation to provide them the best information, the most information you can. That's accurate, right?
But if you tell somebody go get pre-qualified and they come back with a letter,
yeah, then you feel like you're good to go. And the reality is you're not going to close with them. No, I mean I have that conversation with my clients all the time. It's like personally, the reason I prefer using one of the reasons that I prefer, I mean, obviously there's other reasons, but the biggest reason for me is if something's wrong, I'm calling you up and saying, Darren, what is going on?
You can call and yell at me.
I can call and yell at you, right? And those online lenders, at 1-800 online lender, I'm on the phone talking to 14 people to get to the person, and they still don't know the answer.
Right.
And
they're like, well, that's not my file.
That's not my department.
Yeah, I don't look at income.
Yeah, I don't look at income. I don't look at credit.
I don't
look at income.
I just give them a pre-qual letter. Then they go look at income.
Right. Right. We want them to go see houses.
Yeah. So there's a lot of pieces that you do up front and make your life so much easier.
That's for sure.
Not just my life, the buyer's life, the agent's life.
There's something we can't bypass. We're sitting here, and you guys are looking at this building, and this beautiful boat just slowly cruises by in the water in front of us. How nice is this?
We were going to turn the chairs around, but it's just
too much work.
Too much work.
Too much work.
It's way too hot.
Yeah.
And the chairs are connected.
Yeah.
Like what?
They're kind of cool though.
Yeah.
So the only thing we're missing is a cocktail.
It's gorgeous.
We'll have to get those next time.
I know.
Try another place.
So
but
I think I've got all kinds of stuff that's new, products, things like that to talk about. But I think we need to do that again.
Yeah.
I think we need to go back to either weekly or when we get a chance.
Yeah.
So we literally, I called you yesterday about a client.
Yeah. And I said we got to do a video.
I got to do videos. I'm like, want to do one more?
Let's do it.
And that's why we're here.
Yeah.
But I think we need to do this more often. And let us know. Like if you guys see this, hopefully you see this.
Hopefully.
Comment. Let us know. Is there stuff you want
Yeah.
hear us talk about.
Right.
No one wants to hear us just ramble on.
No, and that's what I feel like. I mean, this was just to kind of talk and just vet out what's going on in
Right.
the industry and things we're
Right.
talking about. But if you want to, and also there's some place you want us to go to, I'm all about it. Let's go check it out.
Yep.
So share with us a really cool place in Southern Maryland that this time of year is a great time to go see. You know what I mean? Maybe we'll ride over there and check it out.
That's kind of cool.
Share it with us. Let us know.
We'll have to go by boat.
That would be awesome. You know what? Do me a favor. If you're watching right now, put a comment in of a really great place that Darren can take me on his boat.
Where Chris can buy me a drink.
Yes, that's right. I will gladly do that. And
We'll take pictures.
And we'll put that on video for
Yeah.
you. So,
Give you credit.
That's right, for sure.
Right?
We'll give you credit for it.
Well, Chris, I hope you have a great week.
You too.
I hope you guys all have a wonderful week. The weekend looks like it's going to be beautiful.
Yeah, finally a little cooler.
Kids go back to school in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We were in Virginia last weekend. They're already back.
Yeah, I know. I heard that.
So I'd say have a great, holiday, but I mean, or summer, but it's kind of
well,
coming to a close.
Yeah, it is for sure. Quickly.
Luckily, I'm not in school.
Yeah.
I don't have kids going to school.
No.
Well, I have one, but he takes himself. I don't care.
You don't have to worry about.
Don't have to worry about that one.
Yeah, good
So
for you.
we're good.
We're
good. So you guys have a great weekend, great rest of your day. Let us know if we can help, but we'll talk to you soon.
We'll see you again.